Hello there everyone and welcome back to Dragon Mania Legends Reborn. So today we are going to be hatching our Void Dragon. And so a new basic element dragon means that we're going to have a ton more stuff to start breeding again. I mean, we barely finished off most of the energy stuff, to be honest, and we've only bred one energy epic, which was the Ace Dragon of the Week last week. But you know, having the Void Dragon, very happy about that. He does look kind of weird as a baby, like I always forget, but he kind of looks really sadistic. Maybe it's just me. But we did just unlock clans, and we did only just unlock the Void Dragon at level 25. So we have a lot of stuff to start breeding at the moment, but the problem is that because we're getting onto some of the later elements, the stuff that we're going to be breeding is going to take longer and longer, unfortunately. These ads are going to be the bane of my existence. But we also have a couple of eggs in our hatchery there of dragons that we already have. But I've been doing a lot of the side quests here because I was really trying to level up as quickly as I possibly could. But we leveled him up to level 4, so we will breed him with... Should we just breed him with the smoke? I don't know. I don't even know where to start off, really. We need so many different dragons, and there's uncommons and that to breed as well, so we got a lot of stuff to do in general. We will breed him with the Razor, and I think that that's the Shard Dragon breeding time there, about 10 hours, so we should have that dragon soon enough. And we do have some clan quests that we need to finish off as well, so we've got 2 side quest map fights to finish off. But obviously, in comparison to where it actually is in real time, this video was done like a few days ago, so the Elephant Dragon isn't going to be available for much longer. And we do have the Dragon's Delight event at the moment in real time, but yeah. DML Reborn stuff is normally a few days behind. Reason for that being that doing post-commentary and going backwards in time takes a lot more effort than you'd probably originally guess. But with the current team that we have, we've got the Rust, the Agave, and the Boiling Dragon here. And sort of the tactic that I've been using at the moment is just having a dragon on the side. Either we use the Ace Dragon or just a random dragon in the 3rd slot, and we just put our Stone Shield up with our Rust Dragon and then just go ham with our Agave. And that has more or less been guaranteeing 3-star map fights for quite a while now. Again, just having a dragon with Earth or Wind in your 1st slot is so useful. If you can't just one-shot all of the opposing dragons with Plant or anything, which until you get to level 6 and start getting legends, it is very difficult to do that. So I will always recommend putting your defensive dragon or your offensive attack in that 1st slot. Because if you weaken all of their damage, normally I would suggest taking Wind only if you have Storms of Brewing, but Earth makes it really easy because you just get the massive shields on a bunch of stuff. So Earth is very good in the 1st slot. The only problem is if they do have upgraded energy, they can take your shield down very easily. So that is the only problem that Earth has that Wind doesn't have. Because the only thing that an enemy can do to take the Wind debuff off is to rejuve themselves or heal themselves with that ability, but then they don't get to attack you that turn. So, you know, there's a lot of pros and cons to Earth and Wind. I would say Wind is better overall. And speaking of which, since we do have Void now, to sort of finish off the team that we have, the Storm Dragon would probably work quite well. The only problem with the Storm Dragon is I believe he's weak to Plant. I think Void's his 1st element anyway, so that is my only sort of concern. But at the end of the day, we're only using 3 epic dragons until we get a good legendary, because as soon as we start getting legends, I am just going to spend all of my gems on unlocking their 3rd element, and we are just going to have a full legend team. Because I don't care what anyone says, or what anyone tries to argue, having 3 legendary dragons is always better than having 3 epics. Because they're not weak to anything. I think it's pretty simple. If they're not weak to anything, like, they're probably going to have an advantage in some way. But I'm probably going to reset both of those common recipes if they're all that we have. If we do have another one, I'll probably keep that instead. I do want to start putting some food in the farms. The only problem is, food costs a ton of money. And if you want to get at least a decent amount of food, but don't want to spend a whole lot, you have to wait like a few days. And it has been a long time since I put in like day-long food or 2-day-long food. Like, it's been forever. But the thing is, food does give you a lot of experience. So if you were trying to level up literally as fast as possible, I would suggest using food in your farms. I'm mostly just saving my gold for other things, like academy upgrades and unlocking other islands and upgrading habitats, but you know, at the same time, I guess it's also a good thing to invest in. But we won't be doing that in this run through. I am just going to be solely focusing on academy and habitats for now, and I'm not sure if I'll probably end up doing the habitat strat, where you change out any plant and below habitats for legendary ones, but you just need to know that eventually you will run out of space when you have like 250 dragons or so. That is the only time when you're going to start having problems. Any time before that, especially before you have all the breedable dragons, you normally have a lot of space if you're upgrading your habitats correctly, and you know, if you have a lot of lower tier habitats, they're quite cheap to upgrade, but as long as you upgrade the habitats to level 2 and to level 5 to get the extra slot, you are pretty much always going to have space. Unless you're like pumping out dragons like a, I don't know, like a violently pregnant hyena or something. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Oh, I swear, the thing about the ads in this game is the fact that it is the same ad over and over and over again. It's the fact that there's no new ads. That's what annoys me. Like, at least show me a different ad each time you're going to give it to me, instead of it being the same one, with the same doctor's face peering over me. It's kind of threatening, almost. But, you know, I guess that's just what it's like until you put money on the game, because obviously it is a free-to-play game, DML, and that's why they make gems so hard to come by. I mean, I say that, but we get a lot of gems considering. Like, I've only ever spent my gems on 2 things. We've already got another 62, so soon enough we'll be able to upgrade the portal again, so we get 5 energy. Because portal upgrades, hatchery upgrades, like I've said before, are some of the first priorities that you should have. They are so incredibly important that there is no reason to ever skip them completely. And I would definitely suggest upgrading the portal first before you start unlocking elements for any legendary dragons that you might have. But, you know, as soon as the portal gets to like level 5 or 5 energy slots, you know, I think that is a good place for us for the time being, because what's the next one after that? Is it 150 or is it like 200? I don't remember. Either way, it goes up exponentially. Like, the habitat's like 450 gems to get the 3rd slot, which seems kind of insane, so unless I win the art competition, I doubt I'll be getting that anytime soon, but, you know, we'll wait and see. And these Conquer 2 mines on the campaign map quests are so incredibly difficult on this account, because we only have like 8 gold mines in total, and most of those don't reset for a good while, so I can never ever redo those. So a lot of the time I'm just left with no way to actually do them, which is really annoying. Our clan is doing really well though. Like, you saw we were in 2nd place. We're already like right here. Look at that. That looks pretty good. We are doing very well considering our members. The clan is almost full now, and we have gone up a level since then. But anyway, for now that is going to cut it for today, so thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, I will see you then.